Parkinson's disease is a very misunderstood disease or illness, but don't worry, we're going to share some light on it tonight. Hi, I'm José Antonio Ortiz, and this is Nuestro Valle, only on the Astound Television Network. And well, thank you for letting us in your homes. Our guest tonight is Eric Aquino, who is the president of the Grace Strong Foundation. Welcome back to Nuestro Valle.
Thank you for having me back.
And just to remember a little bit about how old were you when you were diagnosed with Parkinson's?
I was diagnosed with Parkinson's at the age of 40, 2 weeks after my 40th birthday, actually.
Just when you got
The official diagnosis.
The reason I'm asking is a lot of people think or are on the impression that that's an old person's disease.
Yes.
It can strike to any age.
Any age. I've known people that have been diagnosed in their late 20s with Parkinson's, and it's that population of young onset is growing more and more.
At the time you were diagnosed, you were very active. You were doing a very important job, right? You were an EMT.
I was an EMT, working part-time at a couple of the ambulances companies in Lehigh Valley and Bucks County and Montgomery County, and I was full-time at Amazon in their medical department.
Oh, wow. So how, at the time of your diagnosis, how did it affect your life? Let's put it that way.
It put it in perspective, and it made things more real and more urgent as far as looking at what I'm going to do and where I'm going to go in life. And it also made me slow down in a way, but speed up in others.
Explain that to me.
Well, I as far as work-wise, I was having trouble doing the job and focusing and getting stuff done, which slowed me down. But then as far as being an advocate, at the time I was an advocate for the cancer community. So I switched gears and became an advocate for the Parkinson's community. And that went, like, I got put from a Beetle into a NASCAR race car, because the amount of stuff that I've accomplished in the past 7 years is astonishing.
So you're 47 now.
47.
And at the time of diagnosis, did the doctor tell you, or the doctors told you, what's your life expectancy?
So no, they don't really, because Parkinson's, there's no official cause of Parkinson's. They don't know where it begins. So everyone has, I always say, they don't treat Parkinson's. They manage your journey with Parkinson's.
Manage, okay, totally different.
Totally different. So it's, everyone has a different journey. And it's up to the doctors. Just basically, you go up to the doctor's appointment, excuse me, and you update them on your journey, where you're at on your, and they help you course correct as far as medications and possible treatments that there are out there.
Do you have to take any physical therapy or?
Physical therapy is one of the most, aside from medication, I think it is the second most important thing to do to manage Parkinson's is exercise.
Wow. So you don't have time to sit down and commiserate.
No, it's not. It's not a lazy man's disease. It's definitely not.
And in these 7 years, you have a family, right?
Yes.
You have children?
Yes.
And how the disease has affected them or affect them?
We've one, because I've stopped working, I've had more time to be with them and then just enjoy life better. I was definitely a workaholic before the Parkinson's, and kind of I am now, but I've learned to manage my time better. And also I've learned that my kids are just as their sense of humor is just as bad as mine, so I was very impressed.
So how many children do you have?
I have a daughter who's 19 going on 45, and a
I
son
thought they
who's
are.
21 going on 12.
Yes. Digressing. Well, that's very typical,
Yeah.
I would say. Uh, how do they approach your illness, and what do they tell their friends?
So I asked my daughter that one time, and she said because I had a friend that was having trouble with their kids. Their kids were not taking it as well. So I asked her, like, how did she feel about me having Parkinson's, and she was like, I don't picture you as being sick. I just picture you as having Parkinson's, like it's a trait or a quirk that you have.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something that it was, and it's perfectly, and that's one of the things that I advocated. Parkinson's doesn't define you. It's just that you're wearing a red coat that day. Though it's an attribute, not a trait, I guess.
Yeah, it's not your substance.
Yeah.
It's not defining you either, because it's just a fact of life.
Yeah.
You are different in that respect. Okay, now, part of your advocacy, you have been traveling quite a bit.
Oh my God, it's insane. I actually changed my title on LinkedIn to world-renowned, award-winning published author and motivational speaker, which I think it's hilarious. And I if someone would have told me that 7 years ago that would have been my title, I'd have been like, listen, I have a white jacket and a padded room for you that I need you to go to, because there's no way that I'm going to fill those shoes. And
here you are.
And here I am.
Well, there is also another aspect. In your advocacy, you decided to start your own podcast.
Yes.
Okay, tell me a little bit about it briefly.
The podcast, it's me just telling my story, my journey, and interviewing people that are on the same journey or have can help the journey. I interviewed my physical therapist. I call them bad cop and good cop, depending, because there's two of them. So depending on which day one's the, but it's putting a different light on the disease and getting different perspectives.
And your journey. Okay, friends, don't go away. There is a lot more to come. Stay with us. And we are back with our guest, Eric Aquino, who is the president of the Great Strong Foundation and an advocate for Parkinson's disease. Last year, when you were here, we were talking about the award. You went to Hollywood,
Yes.
I think. That was part of your traveling time, I guess. We can say that. And you were awarded the Holly Road Foundation's Design Care. That was your award last year.
The award was named after her father, Charles Robinson. Her dad had Parkinson's.
Okay.
And it was in honor of him and his advocacy for Parkinson's that I was awarded in LA last year.
Mm-hmm. And that's where you met your love interest now.
It was star-studded. It was one of those that it was an amazing event, red carpet interviews, and my best memory from that was when I did the red carpet. There's little cameramen standing there.
Yes.
And you stop at every camera, and I went out and looked back, and there was one cameraman with a correspondent that I didn't see. I'm like, how did I miss them? And then I was talking to Tiffany, and she's like, hey, can you go do an interview with the lady from Moorhead? I was like, I missed her. She goes, no, she wasn't asking people because she's new and she has to have them put a sour candy in their mouth. I'm like, you should have started with the sour candy. So I went back over and I went up to the cameraman, and she goes, I hear you're here for the interview. I said, no, I'm here for the sour candy, but you can interview me while I have the candy. So yeah.
So you are even having fun.
Oh yeah, it's a star-studded event, as they say.
Yeah, well, you didn't bring me any candy. What's wrong with you? Now, after that award, then I believe you went to Barcelona. You have been to Europe
So Barcelona, if it wasn't for me going to Barcelona, I would have never gotten the award in LA, because I met a doctor in Barcelona who was from New York, who was working with a lady in Atlanta who got the award the year before. And when she connected us, the lady in Atlanta put my name in a basket in LA for the award.
Okay. So it's a very convoluted story.
Oh my God! Every time I tell it, I'm like, it doesn't sound real, but it was real.
It was, yeah. Of course.
I always say it's been a series of fortunate events.
And you have been interviewed by several people all over the place, and now you have this idea of, you had an idea of having a book. The book that you decided to write.
Yes.
What is that all about?
Someone in my support group about 5 years ago now, had made the comment that if there was a zombie apocalypse, people with Parkinson's would survive because our brains taste funny because there's no dopamine in it. And that's what the zombies feed on. So I wrote my diagnosis story amidst the zombie apocalypse. So this EMT in New York is developing the symptoms for Parkinson's. At the same time, while he's going out into the world, realizes that the zombies come close to him but then walk away. Surely he finds out that he has Parkinson's, and that's why the zombies avoid him, but then realize that everyone with Parkinson's. So he finds a group of friends, and they go down this rabbit hole of trying to help people avoid the zombie apocalypse, and it twists and turns.
So that's how you came about.
Yes.
Well, of course, now the name of the book.
Project Dopa.
Project Dopa.
PD.
And this is, it's not a long read.
No, it's a very good read. I've told you it's a one-sitting read, and it'll leave you wanting more.
Yes. Well, of course. And this is your first book.
Yes.
And you think it's going to be any more? Are there going to be any more?
Well, everyone that's read it has said, "Are you writing a second one, right?" So I'm gonna have to start planning the second one, or if not, I'm gonna have a lot of annoyed, mad people at me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, when did it come? When was it published?
September 4th.
Okay, so it's just new.
Yeah.
Are you having already feedback? How many people are buying it, or not yet?
Oh yeah, I've sold 24 copies
already.
Yeah.
So in a couple of weeks, you already sold them.
Yeah.
Are you planning any book signing?
Yes, I'm working on a couple of places. The Quadrant, I got to get a date, but I approached them ahead of time, and they said they would definitely, and a couple of the places in Easton, and then work my way out into.
Yes. So you said the Quadrant. That's a place with. If people are interested in buying it, they can tag Amazon or Barnes and Noble.
Yes.
Online.
Yes.
Will there be physical copies in the store? Barnes and Noble?
Not as of yet. I'm working on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good to know. This idea of finding not the cure, but just using this lack of Dopa in a good way.
Yeah.
That's what the book is all about.
Basically, yeah.
Will there be any resemblance with reality, you think? That working with the Dopa in the brain?
No, not really, because it's more of a story of the resilience of people with Parkinson's, and then most of the people that I've met, or 99% of the people that I met with Parkinson's, are advocates or some way or form, and they're using their disease to educate people, and so that's what it highlights.
You're available to go and talk to different groups.
Oh yeah.
Have you spoken to high schools, for instance, or
no,
churches?
not yet. I've done a couple support groups. I do a presentation at the sales PA program.
Oh yeah.
I'm working with their nursing program now to present at in their program for the nursing students.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's you're right. This illness is not defining you.
Yeah.
It's actually making you do more.
Yeah.
Now, here's the important questions. How are you surviving economically?
Is that a thing? People are surviving?
No, you.
Oh no, I'm not surviving yet. I'm struggling through it.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
We will continue this. Friends, don't go away. There is more to come. Don't change the channel. Well, thank you for staying with us. And our guest tonight is Eric Aquino, who is the president of the Great Strong Foundation. It's self-advocacy. And I wanted to ask you about the families that you deal with, because when you started your journey, you didn't have all the information you needed.
No.
And you were gathering data as you went through. So now, with the families you are working with, what's what they need the most?
Communication with each other and advocacy for themselves or their loved ones. Mm-hmm. I do a presentation of how to treat your doctor like you treat your mechanic.
Okay, tell me about that.
Because when it comes to your car, you go right away, in length and in detail, tell them what's wrong. And when that mechanic brings that car back and isn't properly fixed, you take it back to them and say, hey, there's still something wrong with it. Or you take it to another guy and say, the guy across the street didn't fix it. And then again, go in detail what you did, what they did, what's still wrong with it, and what you think is the problem. But when it comes to ourselves, we wait till the longest possible time.
Yes.
Give the vaguest description in the shortest amount of time, but to expect better results. How does that make sense?
Doesn't make sense. You're right. But now, dealing with the medical environment, with all the bureaucracy involved and all that, how you don't have all the time of the world. We don't. We all don't have that time. We think we do, but we don't. In your case,
knowing what the problem is and taking notes and writing stuff down, or when you're at a physical therapist or occupational therapist or speech therapist, if there's something that's bothering you, have that professional email your doctor, because by design, the doctor will read their email at 9 o'clock in the morning because they're expecting results or follow-ups on their patient, versus yours at 9 o'clock at night when they're wrapping up their day. And also it works twofold, because now you have accountability for if you're emailing the doctor constant about the same problem and they're not responding, you can say, hey, I have witnesses that have been emailing you this.
Yes.
I want to see another doctor.
Oh, and that's why you work with the families too.
Yeah.
Teaching them how to navigate all this. The inspiration for you, if we can trace back to your book, that inspiration came from your own experience.
Yeah.
I think I saw somewhere reading like, what if Parkinson's comes with a cape, like a hero? Is that the gist of this book?
I wouldn't say come with a cape, more like with a billboard of action, or a playbook, more like a cape. Mm-hmm. I think it's something that Parkinson's, I say it's not the lazy man's disease, and it's something that, in general, friendship and looking at it from a different perspective can help, because depression is something that's very prevalent in Parkinson's.
Well, it's as I said at the very beginning, it's a very misunderstood.
Yes.
It's a very complex. It's not only affecting the motor skills.
No.
It's concentration. You mentioned that.
Yeah.
And
there's sleep disturbance, there's mood disturbance, and it's one of those. I say if I'm having my symptoms are right-sided, if I have trouble picking up something with my right hand, I can easily switch and pick it up with my left hand. If I'm having problems focusing or I'm depressed, I don't have anything to adjust to to compensate for that. So I'm stuck in a rut for how long I realize that I can get out of it or work to get out of it.
Your family, you said, I forgot to ask you, is anyone else in your family affected by Parkinson's?
My grandmother was. When I was growing up, she had Parkinson's.
Oh, I cannot remember you saying that you were familiar with the symptoms of Parkinson's because of dealing with your grandmother.
Yeah.
So is that, were you prepared for your own diagnosis?
Prepare, yes, but also realize that it's not. I quickly realized because I was focused on the symptoms and knew the trajectory of it. But then once I got diagnosed and started finding resources, realized that it's not my grandmother's disease anymore, because the research has come so far along to the point where it's a different disease now because of it. And I also realized a couple of things looking back that my grandmother experienced that we never knew because of what I know now.
Well, friends, if you really are interested in the book, go to the Amazon. You can buy it there, also on Barnes & Noble online.
Yes.
And you can also contact the Grace Strong Foundation.
Yes.
And I think will there be a link in the website for
the minute
the book?
you sign on to the website, there's a pop-up.
There you go. So there is no reason not to get it. So we are looking forward to that. In the near future, do you have any plans for expanding either your podcast or your activities?
I would love to expand my activities. I'm actually working on a program to educate the EMS professionals in the United States, because there's no protocols for the EMS in anywhere in the country, basically. Scotland has something close to it. I'm working with the gentleman that's implemented it out there to train the EMS professionals how to deal with someone in Parkinson's in the emergency setting.
Yes.
But the beauty about what I'm doing is there's no new training that they need. It's all same training that they do for people with cardiac issues, stroke or diabetics. And I'm just saying, hey, that same formula you use to treat them, apply it to someone with Parkinson's.
Well, I definitely wish you all the luck, and we are here for you if you need to come and talk more about this. And friends, remember, we will see you next time in Nuestro Valle.